Today, you may or may not recall from your course outlines, because I'm sure you guys all look at that every morning, right?
Yeah.
Make sure you know what you're doing. I mean, don't we all? It's not important that you pull it out, but we're going to be doing ACT prep essay writing for today through Friday. Yeah, well, the good news is that all of you have to take it, so this should matter. So, how many people have taken the ACT already? And we got a few. And did you guys get like a 36 on it? Like a
Yeah.
score?
No, I got one below that.
You got 35?
I got a 37.
What's that?
I got a 37.
37? Basically, what I'm trying to get is that we all need to improve. These are all skills that you'll need, not just next year, but pretty much forever, because persuasive writing, which is what the ACT prep is, what the ACT essay is, it's a persuasive essay. You're trying to persuade the audience one way or the other. I'm going to give you the tools through this week to at least pass. So it's on a scale of 1 to 6. A 4 on the ACT essay is a pass. I will tell you exactly how to pass the ACT. If you want to get that 5 or 6, that's going to be more on you, because it's your style choices, your explanation, giving better details, transitions, that sort of thing, that is going to be more writer-to-writer skills. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to show you all how to pass the ACT. The formula that you need to follow, that's what it is. It's a formula. It's like algebra. It's like, you know, if you have all of these variables, your score will be a 4. Underline that, period. I promise. So, what we're going to be doing, like I said, is just learning those skills so that when you actually take the ACT, A, it won't be a big deal, because you're like, oh, I totally know how to do this. It's not a big deal. But also, we're going to try to recreate some of the environment. We're going to be culminating this with an actual timed ACT essay on Friday, where you'll have exactly 30 minutes with stopwatch to write your essay, to get an idea of time management, to get an idea of, you know, unfortunately, the anxiety level that you're going to feel when you go in. But it's a proven fact that when you're exposed to a test anxiety environment, the anxiety level lowers. So when you go in there and you know what it's like to sit there with a 30-minute essay, then you're like, oh, it's no big deal, I've already done this. So we're going to recreate the ACT writing environment as closely as we can with the pressure off. So, you know, getting a grade in this class does not determine if you go to college. You know what I mean? Like 1 grade in an entire class. That's going to be under the test column, I think, or the quiz column. So it's not something, if you get a 4 on this, you're not going to fail high school and not go to college. That's what we're trying to reduce the pressure. So exposing the environment without the pressure. Yeah, it will be graded, and it'll be graded according to the ACT rubric, which we're going to go over tomorrow. And so by the time you come in on Friday for that 30-minute essay, you should all get 4s. I shouldn't see a single 3 in this room, because you'll know how to get a 4. I expect to see some 5s and 6s, because A, this is an honors class, but B, I think you're all capable of getting a 5 or a 6. John? No? Okay. So, what you've got in front of you, I want you to put your name on it, is an ACT prompt that follows the formula of every ACT prompt. The good thing about the ACT is that they don't mix stuff up. When you go in to take an ACT essay, they're not going to ask you how you would address the political unrest in Libya, and do you think that Muammar Gaddafi is right in his violent suppression of his own people? How many people could write that essay? Aaron?
Yeah.
You got it? Okay. So we got one person that could come in and write an essay about that? You could BS it, right? So what the good news is that when you go in to take an ACT essay, it's going to be school related. It's going to be something that you should have an opinion on already, and if you don't, it's something that you can form an opinion on when you get there. So it's always going to be a school related issue, and it's always going to follow the same format. So you're not going to be surprised when you go in. Again, we're recreating the ACT environment as close as we can without grading you and submitting the scores to the state, basically. So I want to read through this prompt with you. It's many high school students feel as if they are treated like children. Some people think that students should be given the opportunity to eat lunch off campus to begin gaining a greater sense of independence and choice. Other people think that students may be put at greater risk if they are allowed to leave school to seek alternative lunch options. In your opinion, should students be allowed to leave campus to eat lunch? In your essay, take a position on this question. You may write about either one of the 2 points of view given, or you may present a different point of view on this question. Use specific reasons and examples to support your position. Before we go any further, I want everyone to take their pen and put a big star next to that second hand. In your essay, take a position on this question. That paragraph is on every single ACT essay. They do not change that. That will always be the same. The rest of it is, format will always be the same. So this, many high school students feel as if they're treated like children. Every ACT essay prompt will begin with this kind of broad, general statement about many high school students, many administrators, many schools in the United States. Often schools see this. They're all going to start that same way, this broad statement. Then, the good news is that they're going to tell you the 2 sides of the argument every single time. Some people think that students should be given the opportunity to eat lunch off campus. Other people think that students may be put at greater risk. We've got 2 sides of an argument there. Yes, we should let them. No, we shouldn't. Every prompt will give you both sides of the argument. So you know the 2 that you can choose from, or like it said in the prompt, you can present a different point of view. If you've got like some harebrained scheme that is going to blow the socks off of the ACT grader, they're going to be like, oh, that's so awesome, we should totally change that for next year. But regardless, you have the 2 prompts. And then it always finishes up with, in your opinion, should students be allowed to leave campus to eat lunch? It's always going to ask you for your opinion and then explain in that second paragraph. The prompts never change. The content differs, but the prompts stay the same.